and a very warm welcome to another brand new episode of your very own show, Colors of India. Today's episode is a celebration of Indian dance and music. To begin with, we take you to Tasmai, a tribute to great gurus and masters of all classical art forms, followed by a Thumri recital by Vidushi Girija Devi and a perfect mix of classical dance with circus aesthetics. Dance is a bold and attractive medium which allows one to put forth messages in a way that you will never forget. A similar unforgettable performance was delivered by Goura Prema's Narcia Nectar dance company, which focused on environmental issues faced by our Mother Earth.
Dramatic and daring, two words that best describe the Narcia Nectar dance company's performance in Delhi. The group is known for its captivating mix, throwing in Indian classical art forms, contemporary styles, and even aerial acrobatics. Finalists of the India's Got Talent event, Goura Prema and her team brought their newest production, Bhumi, an aesthetic rendition of the relationship between Mother Earth and her inhabitants.
The concept came to me of living in a city in India, that we need to respect our earth, our mother, our Bhumi. You know, respect her like how we respect our mother at home. The earth is also our mother. So then I started writing the script and then studying Kathak, being around these different classical forms. I started training in aerial and acro yoga and really living in India, realizing that India isn't just the classical and it's not that anymore. It's become something so different. It's like a melting pot now. You know, all the styles are coming together. The music is coming together. So the show tonight was kind of a representation of our India today.
The first act on stage was based on yogic asanas that combined impeccable strength and flexibility by both genders. Trained in acro yoga herself, Goura's zeal for the form is self-evident. Bhumi means earth, but the production also focused on the elements of air, water, and fire, turning these into metaphors to express the different problems faced by a materialistic world.
It's been a revelation for me here sitting in front of the stage with the audience, because I've been through the whole process as a neutral observer ever since she conceived it about 5 months ago. And the ability of Goura to bring such people from diverse backgrounds and put together a concept and bring them together, it's amazing. She's an immensely talented person, and for whom every other dancer felt part of it. It's because she gives her sweat, guts and blood, and that's what I saw.
An alarming interpretation was about the heightened levels of pollution in the air. Using breakdance, a popping and locking style, men wearing gas masks depicted a robotic and monotonous way of life. The rhythm breaks with the inclusion of Bharatanatyam with a touch of techno. Playing with light and sounds was intended to introduce freshness in the classical number. Go further, there was also the Malkhamb to assist gymnastic acts on a wooden pole.
It's been a fantastic experience. I've helped Goura put the whole thing together in terms of costumes and makeup and people, and I've been doing the aerial and the acro yoga, and it's been very overwhelming, and it's been great to see the last 3 months of hard work come together. And this has been a story that she's had in her heart and in her head for the last 4 years, so it's her sort of dream come true.
Living in India for the past 10 years, Goura has introduced a modern approach to Kathak. Emphasizing grace and a flawless performance while creatively experimenting with improvisation.
This is, I believe, also one of the prime duties of the artist, not just to keep the art with himself or herself, but through the expression, through the, extra sensitivity, share these burning issues with the audience and kind of, try to find out the solutions to those very critical things.
Collaborating with Indian classical dance and circus artistry, Narcia Nectar's production was one of a kind. The heady mix of traditional and contemporary forms was a refreshing change for the audience as well.
Packed with acrobatic stunts, yoga and Indian classical dance, this act was no doubt an absolute hit. The dancers effortlessly portrayed the problems of the materialistic world, simultaneously conveying the message for a better tomorrow. With that, we head into a very quick break. Some more brilliant performances on the other side. Stay with us.
Coming up next, Delhi Classical Music Festival and a soothing Veena Recital.
Welcome back. Next we present to you a Thumri recital by Girija Devi. Veteran of the Banaras tradition, Vidushi Girija Devi, who has spent 5 decades with the Hindustani classical vocal music, enthralled the audience at the Delhi Classical Music Festival.
Age is definitely just a state of mind for Thumri exponent Girija Devi. Her signature style remains as fresh as ever as she captivates music lovers at the Delhi Classical Music Festival. A regular favorite for over 50 years, Girja has been consistently producing memorable recitals packed with unmatched emotional intensity and energy.
People are thronging to it. Some people calls me and say that they are very affectionate to these things, expecting more and more. and we are trying to fulfill all the desires of the people of Delhi, and we are trying to bring uh, almost all the gharanas of India.
Girja Devi brings out the beauty of the lyrics in her vast repertoire, be it through singing the Thumri, Gul, Khayal, Nakash, Prabandh, Dadra, Tappa, Chaiti or Bhajans.
The event was very good and I really enjoyed that. And the audience and the stage, fantastic. It was mind blowing.
The Varanasi-born musician belongs to the Banaras Gharana. Here she performs the typical Purbi Ang Thumri, considered the most poetic and romantic form of Indian classical music. There is hardly a musical honor that Girija Devi hasn't received. The reigning queen of Thumri has collected a string of titles and awards, including the Padma Shri and the Padma Bhushan. As the evening blossoms with the impeccable and ageless voice of the veteran, music lovers of Delhi are treated to yet another evening of ageless classical music. The event was organized by the Punjabi Academy and Delhi government's Department of Art, Culture and Language.
Presented by Delhi government's Department of Art, Culture and Languages, the Delhi Classical Music Festival showed a class that comes only with experience. From Classical Music Festival, we now move to a Carnatic recital. Veena is considered one of the oldest classical instruments in India. It is also considered to be a precursor to many other stringed instruments that have evolved over time. Let's take a closer look at this instrument through this Carnatic recital by Punya Srinivas.
A platform to bring budding talents into the limelight. The Sangeet Natak Academy organized the Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Puruskar in Delhi. The winner of this prestigious award, Punya Srinivas, presented a memorable Carnatic performance on the Veena.
The leitmotif of this Puruskar, the Bismillah Khan Yuva Puruskar, is that they are focused on the young. They are on those below 40. So we are trying to do that. Remember the need of the young to be given a little boost at the right time. And so to us, who can do nothing more than just support, this country is too big, too large for us to do anything except just support. Just give a psychological boost. Just give a little bit of a leg up. And that's what we are trying to do in this scheme.
Beginning her recital with salutations to the Almighty, Srinivas dedicated the initial notes to Lord Ganesh in Gam Ganapate in Raga Hamsadhwani, an evening raga. Next, she presented a Tyagaraja composition, Guru Lekha, in Rag Gauri Manohari.
The instrument Veena, they have first recognized. So that itself gives me so much happiness. So I need to do more hard work, the more responsible been given to me as an artist. I need to work hard to keep up the recognition and keep our lineage, Veena lineage, move forward.
The origin of the Veena can be traced back to the Vedic period. The instrument allows the delicate quarter tones and the subtle nuances of a musical piece to be played with accuracy and ease.
From the childhood, we have been brought up like this is the traditional Veena. It has the heritage of Indian, the whole Indian music. It holds the traditional value, and so the heritage itself we are carrying in the name of music. So wherever we go, we represent India and its classical music in the way of Veena, in the way of instrument.
Navigating the intricacies of the stringed instrument with practiced ease, Srinivas concluded her recital with an Andhra folk tune.
Awards are a sign of recognition for any artist, especially for young artists. Awards are a source of inspiration, giving them the will to achieve more. Time for us to slip into another quick break. When we come back, we get you some more classical tales. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, a tribute to Rohini Bhate and Ibadat-e-Aman, a peace initiative.
Welcome back. Rohini Bhate was one of the most respected and renowned Kathak exponents. Paying the late legend her due credits, Nritya Bharati performed in Delhi to showcase some of its choreographic works.
The lamp were lit to inaugurate the evening, but this time they were also meant as a mark of respect to one of the greatest Kathak maestros, Rohini Bhate. Delhi gave the artist a fitting tribute through Tasmai, a celebration of Indian classical music and dance, organized by the Akriti Foundation and performed by students of Nritya Bharati, the school Bhate set up.
And the word tasmai is a Sanskrit word. It actually means to them, dedicated to them. And there's no sense of return, or we're returning that something has already been given to us with acknowledgement and gratitude. So we believe that it's a legacy left behind by our masters that we have to now carry forward.
The compositions were simple but profound. Their first piece, titled Akash, was a reference to the absolute and tranquil sky. The piece symbolically portrayed the undefined nature of space with symmetry and rhythm.
रोहिणी जी ने ट्रेडिशनल वे पे यानी पारंपरिक कथक नृत्य और उसकी नवता दोनों पे बहुत काफ़ी सोचा है और काफ़ी काम किया। बहुत इंटेलिजेंट महिला थी, तो उन्होंने जो कंपोजिशन यानी कोरियोग्राफिक कंपोजिशंस किए सोलो के लिए तो उन्होंने बहुत काम किया, पर फिर भी जो कोरियोग्राफिक कंपोजिशन किए उसमें से गिने चुने कंपोजिशंस हम आज कर रहे हैं।
One of the most interesting pieces was Katputli, a dance katha or narrative that told the story of a suppressed woman who breaks the shackles of society. The restricted body movement, like a puppet, along with abstract music, made the piece contemporary.
I feel so privileged to be here today. I watched Kathak performances by the group from Pune, and I could see that we have such wonderful legacy kicking and alive. And I really hope to pass it on in some way or the other to my grandchildren one day.
The footwork went from fast to furious, making a symphony of its own. Hori was another piece that showcased traditional Kathak moves. It brought out the essence and the boundaries of the classical art form. The students ended their homage to their late guru with Gopal Radhe Shyam.
Classical and contemporary at the same time, the compositions were truly captivating. So after that enchanting performance, it's time now for some Sufiyana kalam. Pakistani Khayal singer Ustad Shafkat Ali Khan entertained the audience in an evening of Sufiyana kalam, Ibadat-e-Aman.
Ibadat-e-Aman, a concert celebrating the friendship between India and Pakistan by SR's Foundation, in association with Habitat Center and ICCR, was duly attended by many Delhiites. Sandeep Silas of India, along with Ustad Shafkat Ali Khan of Pakistan and Information and Broadcasting Minister Manish Tiwari, inaugurated the Sufiyana event with music as the aid.
ये एक बहुत अद्भुत और अच्छी शुरुआत संदीप साइलस जी ने की है और हम ये उम्मीद करते हैं कि ये जो अमन की इबादत है, ये जो कलाम की शाम है, ये ज़रूर जो शांति की मुस्कान है वो पूरे दक्षिण एशिया में नहीं पूरी दुनिया में फैलाएगी।
Ustad Shafkat made the audience be enamored in his melodious vocals.
जब बम की बात दहशतगर्द कर सकते हैं तो अमन की बात करने वाले क्यों छुप के बैठे हों? अमन की बात क्यों ना करी जाए? अमन के लिए काम क्यों ना किए जाए? Because at the base level of any human development, it is only an environment of peace. And the best way to talk of peace is to sing for peace. And that is why Ibadat-e-Aman हमने 2011 नवंबर में यहीं शुरुआत करी थी, फिर एक बार बीच में बम्बई में किया, मैं वहाँ पोस्टेड था और अब फिर दोबारा सब लोग मिल गए.
Ibadat is like worship, Aman, peace. So it means the worship of Aman. This is what we need. Actually, right now, between the contact of people to people, we need some connection, and that's a music or sports, whatever. So we're trying to make a bridge between the nations, and so the music is the great thing which, the message through music is always hit you.
Legendary artists like Bob Marley passed on the message of unity and love through music, and this duo from Agra and Lahore believes in doing the same.
An evening of spellbinding shairis and musical vocals. Their musical efforts surely had the strength to amaze the audience and also spread the message of peace. Well, with that, I wrap up this episode of Colors of India. Keep writing to us onto our Facebook page. We'll see you same time next week with more cultural updates. Till then, goodbye and take care.